Hello, Finovate. My name is Gary Chan.
And I'm Brian Kostler.
In 2024, the top strategic priority for financial institutions is growing deposits and growing revenue. 72% of bank CEOs say this is their top priority. Today, we'll show you how driving wallet share will enable you to achieve that. The average US consumer has over 5 banking relationships, which means that the average FI fights for just 20% of that mind share. Over the next 5 minutes, we're going to show you 2 ways leveraging Zingly to maximize wallet share and grow deposits. What is Zingly? Zingly is the generative AI and digital-first solution for contact centers and relationship management. You're going to hear the term room quite a bit, which is a groundbreaking new medium that is which is a persistent experience for the customer and brings together AI, humans in the loop, and digital. In our first example, Brian will show you how Zingly can awaken the dormant customer base with relevant offers at the right time.
Thanks, Gary. Your CRM today holds a wealth of existing customers. Even though many are dormant, they're still 3 times more likely to engage with your product campaigns than a net new prospect. By integrating your CRM with Zingly, we can broadcast mass personalized campaigns to awaken your customer base. In this example, we'll personalize the experience by sending proactive offers for home equity lines of credit specific to existing customers with a mortgage at a different financial institution. When the customer responds, Zingly's AI buddy will qualify and progress the lead from awareness to consideration and ultimately intent. This qualified lead will then get boosted to a live loan officer. So what you see on the screen here is a CRM. This is going to be the trigger for our outbound campaign when we upload this lead list. We've uploaded the lead list, and now our customers have received this email. So today's customer is named George. George received this email offering him an exclusive rate on a home equity line of credit. Instead of having to respond to this email or manually schedule time with your loan officer, all George has to do is click this Learn More button, and he's automatically brought to the HELOC page with the Zingly room open on the right-hand side. Within the Zingly room, AI Buddy is prepared to answer George's questions about HELOCs. So what can I do with a HELOC?
This is especially important during after hours when you're trying to make progress, when live agents aren't available.
And what we'll see here is Zingly's AI Buddy responded with common uses include home renovation, debt consolidation, education, travel, and large purchases. Are any of these relevant to you? Well, George is getting ready to remodel his kitchen.
You'll notice this is the first example of Buddy qualifying this specific visitor.
Buddy's going to acknowledge the response and further qualify the opportunity and ask George if he has at least 15% equity in his home. George is going to reply yes. And upon receiving that reply, qualifying the opportunity, Buddy is then going to alert a live loan officer to jump into the conversation. And we see that Brian White has now joined the conversation, offering George to speak live. Well, George is interested in speaking live right now, so he's going to go ahead and say yes. And we have an incoming video call with the loan officer, Brian White, which we're going to go ahead and accept. And I'll go ahead and make that bigger. Brian, out in the crowd, say hello. There you go. Thanks, Brian. In addition, maybe it wasn't a good time for George to have that video call. There's a built-in calendaring function that will allow George to schedule time with his loan officer at a time that's convenient to him. Last thing I want to show you here is we have the ability to exchange documents and files back and forth to advance this process. George has to provide 2 pay stubs to advance the process, so he's going to go ahead and upload that right into the Zingly room.
What we didn't show you is that with Zingly, CSRs and the loan officer in this case also has their own agent Copilot. To learn more about that, meet us downstairs in the demo hall.
So we all know the lending process sometimes requires multiple steps and multiple people to help in the process. Rooms are designed to meet that purpose. This is the power of Zingly Rooms, a persistent space with chat, voice, video, calendaring, file sharing, available whenever is convenient for the customer, live or after hours. We just showed you automation of the customer outreach, GenAI automation of the qualification, and a human in the loop to bring it over the finish line. This is what revenue generation looks like in 2024.
Your call center today might be your front line, but it's no longer the biggest channel where your customers find you. One of our clients specifically receives 2 million calls annually, yet they're seeing 20 million customers on their site and mobile apps. That's 10 times the traffic that they're seeing digitally versus their contact center. And yet many of these interactions are passive, customers checking their balances and leaving. The result is dormant engagement. This is why customer acquisition, deposit growth, and wallet share have become the top priorities for the FIs we partner with here at Zingly.
So in addition to qualifying for a HELOC, George is also a small business owner with a high checking account balance. George has a basic question about the interest earned on his deposits. Zingly's AI buddy will answer George's question, recognize the high checking account balance, and suggest a better product and connect George to a live human in the loop. So George is actually going to initiate the outreach here and start a Zingly room under the savings topic. George is then going to ask a basic question: how much do I earn on deposits and checking versus savings?
AI Buddy always pulls in the most recent rates from your website daily.
Buddy has now recognized the question, provided the answer, but acknowledging the high checking account balance has actually pitched George a superior product, a CD where prevailing rates are 4% higher. George is interested in that offer. He says yes, and a business relationship advisor will immediately join the conversation to pick up from the AI.
So digital self-service tried and failed to replace the human touch in financial services, and generative AI is here trying to do that again. Zingly's persistent rooms were created specifically so that digital and humans in the loop could work harmoniously together. That's why with Zingly rooms, one of our customers, a Fortune 500 FI, was able to achieve over $250 million in increase in deposits in the first 12 months working with Zingly. And that was without generative AI, which would have created exponentially higher results. So visit us downstairs to learn more. Talk to our team of industry veterans, including our CEO and existing customers. Thank you, everyone.